This month, as I kicked off 2024, I really wanted to explore the transformative power of a monthly reset and also how embracing the simplified 12-week year could really be a game changer for my life and also help you as well. We get so busy sometimes, it's just really easy to get caught up in our never-ending to-do lists, our long-term goals, and the overwhelming feeling that somehow time is just slipping away from us. But this is where the concept of a monthly reset becomes crucial. It provides us with a structured opportunity to reflect, realign, and refocus on what truly matters. Now imagine condensing your yearly goals into 12 powerful weeks. That's the essence of the simplified 12-week year. It's a revolutionary approach to goal setting and achievement. I've noticed that by breaking down the traditional annual cycle into shorter, more manageable chunks, I really have been able to create a sense of urgency and focus on propelling forward toward my success, but also making time for rest as needed. So I hope you enjoyed this video as we discuss efficiency, productivity, and finding ultimate fulfillment. Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for checking out my first 12-week year of 2024. Of course, I am very excited to get started. The Simplified 12-week year was something that helped me be really successful with my goal setting and intentions for the year. So I am so looking forward to kicking it off again in 2024 and hopefully achieving even more success. But before we get into the video today, I have to give a disclaimer. Honestly, life has been lifing. One thing after another has come up. We have had so many unexpected things happening in our life recently, but I am determined to get back on track. So honestly, what I hope you're able to take away from this video, besides just kind of my month in review and what I'm looking forward to with my 12-week year, is that sometimes life just happens, and when it does, you don't have to let that deter you or get you down. Sometimes things simply just don't go as planned, but that is okay. There's always a way to pivot, reroute, and still achieve your goals. So now let's go ahead and talk about the plan and more specifics about what I'm hoping to achieve this year, and also kind of do a little review of how January 2024 went for me personally. So of course, we've got to start off with the simplified 12-week year. I am still using the same 5 categories that I talked about in all my other simplified 12-week year videos. There's a playlist. I will link it for you so you can check it out if you are new. Also, if you're new, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So I am using the same categories like I mentioned: home, health and wellness, health, wellness / fitness. I kind of change that one up every single time, but it's all within the same category: business, personal, and finance. So first up is my home goals. So in 2024, with me starting in January, it aligns perfectly with quarters of the year. So my 12-week year goals are the same thing as my Q1 goals. So basically by the end of March, honestly sooner, we are going to be in a new location. So my husband and I have sold our home. So the goal was actually to sell our home and purchase a new one. So we have already sold our home and we have already purchased a new one, but I'm not letting y'all in on too many details quite yet. However, YouTube community, y'all are the first to hear the news. We are moving to a new location and very excited about that. But all of the content and things I have already been filming. I have filmed the entire process, and I will continue to do so from start to finish, to selling, finding the new place, the entire process, shopping for home things, decorating the home. All of that will be recorded and put together into cute little videos. I'm gonna be sharing those over on TikTok because they're too long for YouTube Shorts and they're too short for long form content over here. So if you are not following me on TikTok, make sure you go over there so you don't miss any of the home content that's gonna be coming up within the next few weeks and the following months after that. My TikTok information is linked in the description box below, but basically it's the same on all platforms, Affirmations with Amber. So pop over there, give me a follow, and keep an eye out for the home content series. Next up is my health and fitness goals. So obviously in the midst of moving and everything else that we have going on, I have not worked out. Literally today, I'm filming this on January 24th. You're probably not gonna see it until probably the last Sunday of the month. But today was actually the first day I've worked out in 2024. I feel amazing. I'm so glad that I did it. but 24 days went by without me intentionally moving my body, which is not okay for me personally. It's not something that typically happens. I am like a 4-5 day a week type of workout girly, and I just have not been able to. So with this goal, I wanted to make sure that I chose something that was realistic for my fitness goal so that it wouldn't be like, oh, this is really discouraging. And I also wouldn't be like forcing myself and pushing my body when I honestly just need to rest from time to time. So what I did and set as my goal for this 12-week year is to close my move ring every single day. I've got my Apple Watch on, so my move ring is not set to anything spectacular. It's 380 calories a day. So my goal is just to move my body more and be more intentional about doing so. So if I am going to watch TV, or if I'm reading or doing something that I can do multitaskish, I will walk on the mini treadmill, or I'll go for a walk outside. Also, just like simple things embedded within my day. While I'm cooking, I dance around the kitchen. While I'm cleaning, I dance around. Pretty much I just dance around my house at all points during the day, to make sure that I'm getting that motion going. Even if I'm like heating up my lunch and I'm waiting for it to finish, I'll like walk around the island. So different things that are simple that you can do to kind of get your steps up, get your body moving, close that move ring. That's really what I have been focused on for the Simplified 12-week year. Keeping it simple. If I can get a workout in, I really hope to be able to do more, at least once or twice a week while everything's super busy. That's great. It does help me close my move ring, but even on days where I cannot get a workout in, I really want to make sure that I'm closing that move ring. Next up is my financial goal. I feel like this is a big goal because honestly it has been a goal of mine since I was able to make my own money and spend my own money. I want to become debt-free in Q1 of 2024. I know sometimes like with financial goals, it's like give yourself the full year, but I am being super determined and disciplined throughout this process because it's something that is really, really important to me. I don't want to keep putting off the idea of being debt-free. I want to commit to it. So a few other things that have really worked out for me is one, using the zero-based budget worksheet. Literally every single 2 weeks, I go on my computer and I fill in the income that we got and also the output. So it's really simple because you get to kind of have a column where it says, you know, this is what I'm supposed to be spending. This is how much I think this bill is going to be. And then the next column is how much it actually was. So you've budgeted for something and then what you actually spent. Sometimes, especially with bills, you just never know. They're a little bit more, or other times they can be a little bit less. But the ultimate goal of the zero-based budget worksheet is for everything to equal zero, meaning as much as you've made is also as much as you have put out. But even more than that, taking it a step further, the goal would be to have a surplus. So basically you are bringing in more income than what you are spending. So having that zero-based budget has been super helpful. It helps me keep track of all our bills, make sure everything is being paid on time, see where our money is going. Like I always see those commercials like, do you have sneaky subscriptions? No, because I am checking every 2 weeks to make sure of what's coming out of the accounts, what's coming in, and all that kind of stuff. So there are no surprises. I try to really be on top of my finances so I know exactly what's going on. And honestly, being educated and looking at your money is so, so important. So don't shy away from it being like, well, if I don't look, I can just spend it, it's fine. No, figure out how much you have, figure out how much you can allocate for certain things, and also figure out where you can make adjustments. That's one of the things that I'm definitely taking with me from 2023 was an adjustment that I made to my spending habits. So literally if I saw something I wanted, I would basically just go ahead and buy it and move on with the day. But when I was tallying up how much I was spending honestly on frivolous shopping, it was completely ridiculous. So now what I started doing is I would have no spend weeks. That's where we started. And for that week, if I saw something I want to buy, I would put it on the list. And so by the end of the no spend week, if I was still like, yeah, I really want this, or I do need this, I would go ahead and purchase it. 9 times out of 10, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that I even thought that I wanted that. I don't want it anymore. Then I started going into no spend months, so extending the time where I was not able to do any shopping, and the list did get longer of all the things that I thought of, but maybe I would get like 1 or 2 things off the list and not the full list. So honestly, I still have that list overflowing into this year. Maybe I'll grab some of the items, maybe I won't, but the habits and the routines that I picked up during that process were really helpful because it's like, I'm not just gonna spend because something looks great or it's on sale or I feel like it's a good deal at the moment. I'm gonna really take some time to think about it, assess whether or not I need this, or if it's something that I really, really want or sparks joy, all those things, and then I can decide if I'm going to purchase. So just having that better money mindset, I really feel like it's going to be a great catalyst to help me to become debt-free and then to also remain debt-free. So hopefully that will be something we'll be celebrating at the end of this 12-week year. Next up is the business goal. I am keeping it YouTube related for this first quarter of my Simplified 12-week years. It may change a little bit moving forward as I kind of figure out what I want to do with my branding. But the goal is to reach 2,500 subscribers. So we are almost to about 1,800 now. I definitely have noticed there's like ebbs and flows and waves as far as YouTube growth. Like sometimes I will just wake up and have a ton of new subscribers and I'm like, I didn't even upload anything and old videos doing really well. And then sometimes I will be pumping out quality content and I'm like, it's not doing well. What in the world is going on? So I definitely want to, of course, continue to improve my content as much as possible, but also figure out what's going on and educate myself a lot better. So I am considering hiring like a YouTube auditor for this year. I don't know if I'm going to do it in Q1 or in Q2, but basically someone to look at my channel and say, hey, here are some tips on how you can optimize things. This is how you can use SEO. Here are some things you can do with your titles and your thumbnails. Like I'm trying different things, but I don't know really, like I haven't found a pattern of what's working and what's sticking. So I want to have someone take a look at it and help me throughout that process, or some type of maybe YouTube coach. I just really want to make sure it's someone who like understands me, understands my brand, what I want to do with my channel, and also a nice person. I keep my email address in the bottom little box here for collaborations, brands, and that kind of stuff. And I have gotten some really great connections and collabs through that. But also like people who I guess are in the YouTube auditing space will reach out, and some of them are so rude. They're like, these are the problems I found with your channel. I'm like, excuse me? Could you say hi first without just like jumping into insulting me? I would appreciate that. So looking for a nice person. If you've used one, definitely let me know. Or if you are one and you are nice, leave a comment down below and we can definitely set something up for the new year. Next up is my personal goal, which is to journal every single day. Again, today was the first day of 2024 where I have actually been able to do this. So I've got to go do some back journaling. But I purchased the Pivot Year, which is a book by Brienne West. I'm really excited to get into it. And then I found like a cute aesthetic, like matching little journal that I write down my thoughts on it basically. So they're super short blurbs, which is nice because it's not time consuming. It's something you can easily do every single day, but then also taking that journaling component, like how is this going to help me grow? What do I think about this? How is this going to help me as a coach be able to assist my clients and different things like that? So just like learning from different perspectives. I have never journaled for a full year. I will journal off and on, but I really want to commit to it and see how much I enjoy that as part of my personal journey, at least for the first few months of the year. So I've gone ahead and scheduled journaling into my wellness plan. This is also the first year that I have created a wellness plan. So once we get settled in my new space, I'm gonna make it really cute in Canva and print it out and frame it along with my vision board and all the things that I'm trying to do this year. So I'll be able to see every single day, like, hey, journaling is something that you need to do. And I've embedded the time, I just haven't been doing it. I've decided to do other things or other things have come up. So I really want to be committed to my journaling journey. Say that 5 times fast. I want to be committed to that at least for the first few months of this year. Oh wow, that was fast. I didn't even realize that we hit all 5. So those are my personal goals for the first 12-week year of 2024. Y'all know I have, well, if you're not new here, I have Simplified 12-week year trackers. I have them available on Etsy. They are super well priced and also they are really great products. You can get a printable version. You can also get a fillable PDF version. I think I'm going to use like the minimalist one as I kind of map out my goals for this year, because my entire theme or like word of the year is stillness. And so I feel like the minimalist vibes really go along with that, and it'll just help me remember the mindset that I want to be in moving forward. So now for our monthly reflection, the next part is our new routines, what's working and what's not. So the things that are working for me are going to bed by 11:30 every single night. I've been pretty good with this routine, staying disciplined. If we are watching TV, turn it off, go to bed. If I feel like there's a million other things to do, schedule time to do them the next day and go to bed. I feel like I've been resting so much better. I've been able to get up much earlier and my body is really getting used to that routine. So hopefully that's something that I'm going to be able to stick with. Another thing that has gone well, even in the midst of craziness, is eating healthy meals. I tried to make my meal prep really, really simple. I actually filmed a busy girl meal prep that I'll be sharing later in the month, or actually probably next month, to make it easy for me to make sure that I'm getting protein and nutrients every single day. I'm not picking up junk. I keep healthy snacks in my bag and things just to keep myself on a healthy eating routine. And then the third thing that has worked really, really well with my new routines is having that nightly tidy time for the kitchen. So I make sure that the dishes are washed, counter is wiped down every single night, and that has been great, just kind of waking up to a really great refreshed space, not having to deal with dishes, and also like the next day if I am cooking or meal prepping or whatever, I have clean dishes and I'm able to quickly get into what I need to do and get it done. So the routines are going pretty well for the most part. However, there are some things that need a little bit of work. So what did not go well, one is my water intake. I feel like I've been forgetting to drink. Typically I have my Stanley like attached to me at all times, but I notice like I will not finish a full bottle during the day. So I'm not sure where the difference has come in, but I really want to be more cognizant of making sure that I'm upping my water intake. Another thing that I already told you I've been struggling with is working out. So again, setting that goal of mindset of like, okay, maybe I can't do 4 to 5 days a week right now, but I can ease in with 1 to 2 days. It feels like that's very attainable and something that I'm able to do routinely. So I am hoping to at least intentionally move my body in the form of a workout 1 to 2 times a week while things are super busy, and then get back into my 4 or 5 times a week very, very soon. And one more thing that I've been like not doing the best with is taking my supplements before bed. I do have a ton of new supplements I've been trying out. I'll probably do a video on those once I see if I like them and if they're doing what they say they're supposed to do. But there are some things that I need to take at nighttime, like selenium and also magnesium. And I haven't really been doing that. I've just been like, well, let me go to bed. So I do want to get into a better habit of like getting in the bed in time. They're right there at my bedside table. I just need to do it and make sure that I'm taking my evening supplements, because I do think it's going to enhance my sleep, which will enhance my rest and help me to feel refreshed for the next day. All right, so that is it. This is my first kind of like monthly reflection review that I've done for my YouTube channel. I am hoping to make this kind of a series and do it every single month. So let me know if y'all like these types of videos. Also, drop some suggestions of different topics and things that I can include in my monthly reflection that you all would find helpful. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope your 2024 is off to a good start. But remember, if things didn't go as planned, that's okay. Pivot, reroute, and you can still achieve your goals. I'll see you in the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Affirmations with Amber.